Alright. Time to do this stupid quest. One sec. Mac, are you there? He's probably still gone. So to catch you up, I played Overwatch for like another hour. I just wasn't fucking feeling it. So I decided to go back to Monster Hunter. My sleep schedule's kind of fucked right now, so I just figured I'd play this till I was tired. And probably stream it. What the shit? That was a weird drop-in.
But that's okay. We can pick up where we left off here. Watch yourself.
Pussy. I started up a stream, Mac. If you'll include your audio, I would appreciate it.
Earlier in my audio was included. Whoopsie.
No, I streamed Overwatch for like an hour, but like I just wasn't having it. But I didn't want Sean to be mad at me if I left, so I was like, I guess I'll keep playing this. And for that hour, I was miserable. So I was like, yeah, it's probably a good idea I didn't stream this. I can't play Overwatch for more than maybe 2 hours.
Yeah.
But if I'm having a bad time, I can't fucking play it very long. It's just, that's a game I played, I think, for like at least 3 years. How long's that game been out?
3 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I played that ever since that fucker came out.
I don't know exactly what I'm doing. All I just heard was no more missiles. Oh, fuck. It means I gotta destroy things in this area, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be destroying. Generators. Okay. Oh boy, here's the thing. If only I had weapons to fucking destroy the generators with.
I'm hunting down a pink Anjanath. Do you have Monster Hunter, Mac?
I don't think so. No, I don't.
Do you have Game Pass?
I do, but I'd have to download it.
Well,
Fuck
me
you,
and
die
Josiah
so I
have been
can get
playing
your
it,
gun.
so if you've ever been interested in it, I'd go for it. It's pretty fun.
I've heard
It's kind of
good
grindy, though.
things, but I'm not one that typically likes to grind a whole lot.
It's not like as bad as some games, but like you have to kill monsters to get parts. So like capturing them's better. Why the fuck is there an Anjanath in the desert?
Ah! Fuck, not in. Fuck it, I'm just gonna beat this bitch. Oh, that seemed like it somewhat worked.
Oh shit.
Mm. That was intense.
wow, I mounted it twice. Damn.
You know, you think generators would be easier to find. They're really not. I don't think that's a generator. They'll blow it up just in case, but... No? These aren't generators.
What game are you playing?
Just cause! Same thing I've been playing.
Have you been playing any multiplayer games recently?
Not typically. There we go, there's a generator.
Are you one
Technically,
of those
just
people
'cause
who's
it's-
also done with Siege?
I
Yeah, it's
like,
multiplayer in the sense that like we can race and then go against each other's records, but that's about it.
I like Siege still, it's just... don't really have anyone to play it with.
Yeah, I think Koi's been getting back into it.
I haven't talked to Corey in so long. Like, apparently he just came back from the dead right as I fucking unfriended him, because he hasn't been on in forever.
Yeah, he's been back for a while. But then like Sean had that like 2 weeks he just wasn't on, and then he had that week where his sleep schedule was fucked up. So I guess Koi got upset and started playing with fucking Logan and Slade again.
Bullshit! I fucking grappled away from that. Okay, why? Question, why the fuck did the SAM turret shoot me while I was on the ground, not in a vehicle?
Because it's smart.
That's some bullshit!
That entire game is bullshit.
Now I gotta fucking re-destroy this fucking generator. I'm destroyed.
But no, I guess Koi got tired of trying and get a hold of Sean and he couldn't, so Koi started playing
Fucking
Siege with
Christ.
Logan and Slade.
What the hell? What in the fuck just happened? Fucking recording that, cause what the fuck? Ow, what the fuck did they just hit me with? Those snipers don't normally hit that hard. Jesus Christ!
Did you hear anything I said?
Yes and no. I heard it, yes. Processed it yet? No. Fucking stop shooting me, you ass!
Parker rocks at their rocks.
But yeah, Boy went back to playing with Logan and Slade because he got tired of trying to get a hold of Sean and.
Yeah, so I guess the other day I caught Koi in a stream with Logan and Slade, and I asked my brother about it because my brother was a part of that stream. My brother was the one streaming, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck's going on?" I'm like, "I don't think Koi is friends with Logan and Slade." He's like, "Oh, he's not. He just doesn't like him." But they're the only ones that'll play Siege with him, so he's not picky. So like as I was watching the stream, Logan and Slade were kind of being assholes.
Like usual.
Yeah, like usual. But my brother said that basically since he doesn't have anyone he can actually play Siege with, he's not very picky about it.
Yeah, I've been like that before.
Yeah,
Right, now what?
I get it. I get it. So I told Sean about it, but I don't know. I don't know if Sean got mad about it and didn't message him, but I still haven't heard anything about Koi, so I don't know.
Stop fucking ducking from the gunshots and get your ass in the fucking armored car. Get your ass in the car, you fucking idiot.
I had to move my fucking HUD for my stream. It was in the way. Couldn't see my health bar. So also Mac, I was like, man, I really want to promote my stream, but I don't want to do it the same way other people do it. And I'm like, what if I just put out really fucked tweets and then underneath just put my stream, like my Twitch name. So I just sent out like a bunch of fucked up tweets, and they're fucking awful. And everyone's like, where the fuck did you come up with this? And I'm like, I don't know, I just get bored. Like, I work in customer service, I think fucked shit all the time.
Fucking Christ, they shot out my goddamn tire, you cunt. Fuck you, we're still gonna drive. It's gonna be a little bit trickier. You asshole trucker. You know what? Fuck you. Your truck's fucking mine now. Cause you fucking... Oh! Cause you're for the enemy! What's wrong with you? This dude's sitting here getting shot at, and what does he do? He just fucking stands there instead of getting in the goddamn car.
Are you on an escort mission or something?
It's the fucking... Yeah, like, I have to pick up the hacker and fucking... But, like, I have to get out of the car to kill the people so they'll stop getting shot at, so they'll stop fucking cowering. But then I have to be in the car so that they'll fucking jump in the car with me. Fuck it, we're taking this truck off-roading. Bad idea!
Ow.
How the fuck did he die? He was at half health and just fucking dead. In a car with me.
Because it's a shit escort mission for a shit game. You know, I've been
These are
streaming for about
checkpoints, man.
16 minutes, and for about 14 of them, you've been complaining about bullshit from that game.
I know, I'm just currently trying to do this. It's a giant ass facility I'm attacking, so you have to bear in mind that I have about fucking 400 enemies on me. And trying to protect someone.
Sounds like bad game design.
See, the thing about this game is I like the fucking open world shit.
Yeah, but all the other games have the same open world.
Like what?
But what do you mean? That all the other Just Causes are open world?
Right. But I don't have access to them for free because of Game Pass.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. But it's like you haven't played all the previous, so you don't know like how bad that one is compared to all the others.
What the fuck is going on with my screen? Oh god. I will say that, like, I've noticed like the physics mechanics are a little fucky.
Yeah, they changed a bunch of shit up in that.
That was stupid, we're about to die. No, I managed to fucking land that beautifully. Where are you going? So that I can cover you. Okay, gotcha.
Thank God I didn't have to use any trinks for that shit. He doesn't look pink though, he looks normal.
I love how I can hear people screaming hostile and tight, but I'm running around in circles and I'm not seeing anyone. Like, am I in sight? Like, are you gonna shoot me? Like, there's legitimately been one person that has tried to come after this guy and got fucking met with a shotgun. Oh, there's another one. He dead. He dead. Oh, there's a sniper off in the distance, but he's too far away to actually shoot me. Here's the genius idea. When it says, bring a vehicle to you, don't rush out into the fucking open to get shot.
Alright.
still in one piece, then? Try hard, will you?
We need to find a lot more evidence of that mystery monster. Hey, partner. Oh, yeah.
They don't even say anything about it being pink. Fuck you.
Greetings. Oh,
Ancient pot. Oh, elder meddler. So I have new stuff. Neat.
all right.
Ice-proof mantle. I gotta figure out how to equip all this shit. Don't remember how. Spider mantle, bandit mantle. Thunderproof mantle. So that's how to do it. Ooh, Zora Magdaros quest. This is the one I think Steven did. How is he further ahead on this, but he... Or maybe it was just the timing? I was further ahead of him than the main quest, but this quest popped up for him? That's weird. Yeah, Mac, have you been streaming lately?
I have not.
Or have you
I
been
haven't
barely
got
playing
on.
games at all? Working too much?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Well,
I'm on the
I've been
same boat.
working for the past 2 weeks. Monday to Friday, I've been working 8 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon, and except for yeah, Monday to Friday for the past 2 weeks, and then Saturday night I worked Friday 8 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon, and then Saturday I worked 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. into Sunday morning, and then Sunday night 5 p.m. into 5 a.m. this morning. And it's almost 5 in the morning, so I can pretty much go to bed here soon.
Destroy the magma cores to weaken Zora
So,
Magdaros.
it's just gotta keep my schedule up. So tomorrow I'm probably gonna wake up about 3 in the afternoon and get ready to get back at it. Have one more night to stay up all night and then go back to work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday on 12-hour shifts. So, I wish they would do like 8-hour shifts, like 3 8-hour shifts a day,
Yeah.
but they do 12 hours because we don't have enough people. That's why we're working 5 days a week. It's because literally we just don't have enough people to cover everything. So we get stuck with 12-hour shifts and 5 days a week.
Something's happening to its shadow.
Yeah.
The flow of magma is changing.
I've been dealing with a lot of shit, like management and stuff has been biting me in the ass cheeks. Because, like, my fucking assistant manager, I love her to death, but god damn, does she have fucking, like, personal issues? Like, my grandma has a fucking heart condition right now, and I'm, like, stressed the fuck out, but, like, she's got, like, trivial shit, like her mom broke her leg, and she's more fucking stressed out about that shit than I am about my shit.
My great aunt
I'm just like,
got 2 weeks to live.
that's a fucking bummer.
Yep, and I'm working 12-hour shifts 5 days a week.
Yeah, see? And, like, right now, my grandma has a heart attack, and they're, like, trying to fix shit, and, like, they're all... Like, it's a fuck situation in all, I can tell you that. But, like, I'm coping with this more than she can cope with her mom having a broken leg and having to buy her fucking groceries.
Yeah, see, my aunt,
Shadow's doing that thing again.
she,
It's changing.
Yeah, she got diagnosed with cancer, but it's the kind of cancer that literally radiation and chemo won't touch.
Oh, it's like too far along.
No, like, it's just the type of cancer. It's so rare that the doctor said that in studies, that type of cancer has only, like, radiation is only proven effective 1 in 10,000 people.
Damn.
And so she tried it, and it's not working, and now she's in kidney failure. So
Excellent! Now it's time to restrain it! Hunters, hold your positions! Are the binders ready? Good to go, old man!
Yeah, I've been like dealing with a lot of shit, and then like each day I just get shittier news. But it
Yep.
pisses me off that my fucking manager's like freaking the fuck out over trivial shit, and I'm just like, hey, no offense, but like, I don't appreciate, like, I don't. If someone complains over trivial shit, I don't respect it, and I sure as hell don't treat it like I probably should. I'm just like, whatever, fuck you, you know.
it was like more recently, like that's my great aunt, and like some issues have come up with my aunt and with my actual, like my closer aunt. But the thing is I can't. It's not like I can talk to people at work about it because I work with my aunt. So it's like if I bring it up to them, it's gonna get brought. Like if I try and talk to someone at work about it, it's gonna get brought up to the managers, and managers are gonna have an issue with it. Because it's just one of those things, you know? They're gonna bring it up to her.
Of course it is! Hunters, prepare to intercept!
And so it's like, you can't talk to people at work about it, and there's all kinds of shit going on. It's just like every day, it's just one of those, like, there's another fucking thing that's just starting to stress me out more and more. But,
Wait, you said you work with your aunt?
yes.
Wait, like at the paramedic deal?
EMT, not paramedic, but yes.
Like, how closely do you work with her?
Okay, so there's tons of trucks on 12-hour, I say tons. There's different trucks on 12-hour shifts. I'm still doing my training rides, like my clearing rides, to basically show them that I know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't have an official shift yet. Like, I don't have an official, hey, this is when I need to work. It's just kind of a, hey, I'm working right now when I can to do my rides, because I have to be with a field training officer.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Keep at it! It's all up to you to drive off
right now I'm probably gonna stay on night shifts, but I work night shifts, she works days, so we're on literal polar opposite shifts, just about. So we both work shifts too. So basically, the different shifts. One week, say 1 week I will work Monday, Tuesday, or I will have Monday, Tuesday off. I'll work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and have Saturday, Sunday off. And the next week I'll have I'll work
That's one problem we don't want to deal with.
Monday, Tuesday, have Friday, Saturday, or have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off, and work Saturday and Sunday. So it's like opposite shifts. So I'm on shift 2, she's on shift 2, but she works 5:30 in the morning to 5:30 in the afternoon, and I work 5 in the afternoon to 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
But there's always overlap on shifts. So even though I work, even though I work 5 in the afternoon, 5 in the morning, I'm actually there 4:30 in the afternoon to about 5:30, 6 in the morning. and that's because you have to do shift change, basically. So
Yep.
you have to get there early because your time is your actual time spent on the road. So you're like, say me working 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. I have to be at work and have my truck ready by 5 in the morning or about 5 in the afternoon. So I give myself 30 minutes to get my truck ready, and then after I get back, I have to wash my truck, restock my truck, and do my paperwork to do my end of day paperwork basically. And so that takes me about another 30 minutes. 30 minutes to an hour at the end of the shift. And so I'm actually there like 13 or 14 hours. And that's like not even saying like, hey, I'm an hour towards the end of my shift and they catch me and they give me a 3-hour out of town transfer. So it's like at that point I'd be getting back at like 7 in the morning, and it has happened. I'd be getting back at like 7 in the morning and wouldn't be getting off until like 7:30, 8 in the morning. So it's like there's always overlap and shit. So we end up seeing each other at work quite often. Cause like as I'm getting the truck ready, she's getting like as I'm getting my truck ready at the beginning of the shift, she's breaking her truck down at the end of the shift. So and shit like that. Is that it? That's literally what to do. That's fucking easy. Alright. I'm just gonna blow shit up then. And then I'm gonna hop in this fucking dump truck and just start fucking scooping on bitches.
Firing my cannons.
I'm flipping tanks with a dump truck right now. Not a dump truck, fucking... Oh god, what's the name of this shit? Giant fucking scoop on the end of it. Bulldozer. I'm flipping tanks with the bulldozer right now. Like, enemies or tanks are like flying up to me and I'm just like, flip.
Damn.
Like, you ain't got
I guess he
shit on
says
me.
use the Dragonator.
Give it everything you got. Now! Hold nothing back.
Dragonator! Nice.
Anywhere weak enough. Okay.
Why are you guys so insistent on blowing shit up? Like, I wanna turn around. Leave me the fuck alone! I get it, I stole a tank earlier. I'm sorry, guys. Can I just return it? I mean, I already technically have. Like, I'm sorry, guys. Just let me, leave me be. I just want to drive my little 18-wheeler and get the fuck. You blew up my 18-wheeler! Fucking, you guys gonna die today, bitch. You got pissed off at the tank? Well, guess what? I'm about to take another one. And then you guys are fucked.
I gotta defend this fucking barrier before this dickhead destroys it. Here's this guy's cannon.
We have an emergency. Zora Macro still isn't weak enough. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna launch this fucking...
I'm just gonna tell myself that wasn't my fault, but it was totally my fault. I'm driving down the road and I honked my horn and the supercar panicked, swerved and came and hit this biker head on.
It was all your fault. You could have done
This was
something,
my
but you
fault.
didn't.
There was nothing I could have done about that.
No, definitely not.
That car just exploded. I don't know how that happened.
This thing's like Lava Godzilla. Ow.
Zora Macros is charging up energy. Oh no.
Yay! I only gotta use the Dragonator once. Like, what the shit? Damn.
I love when I'm just in this game cruising, minding my own business, and all of a sudden someone starts riding my ass. I just, hit that lovely, lovely little button on the 18-wheeler that drops the fucking trailer onto the person behind you. Is that a dick move?
Hey, partner.
I feel like everything you do in Just Cause is a dick move.
I don't know what you're talking about. Fuck you. Eat my trailer, bitch.
Where else can you find deals like
I'm gonna go take my tractor drifting. Skirt, bitches!
I can't believe you just said skirt skirt. Might be able to make more Zora Magdaros armor now.
Hey, at least it's not what I did that one fucking time in this game. I fucking...
What did you do?
You know those enemy fucking... I forget the exact names of them, but they're basically fucking C5s. The
Okay.
giant ass fucking cargo planes.
Yeah.
Well, I was supposed to be taking over the airport. I was encountering an issue with SAM turrets. They shot down my helicopter. I proceeded to grab one of those giant ass cargo planes, fly it around various different places, and load it up with about 150 explosive barrels. And cars. And like fuel tankers and shit like that. And fly
Yeah.
it over the strip of AA turrets above the point where they can shoot me, and open the bed of the plane, tilt it up a little bit, and watch them all just scatter as I fucking cluster bomb the AA turrets. Honestly, it took me way too long to set that up for it to be practical, but it was still fucking cool. Because it's not the practicality of being able to do it, it's the fact that you can fucking do it.
Fair enough.
There's just a fancy little cart of about 5 explosive barrels here. I'm just gonna push that out into the road and see what happens. Oh, yeah, a car hit it while I was pushing it out into the road, and it made me explode. Whoopsie. There goes the whole gas station. And yeah, I hope no one was needing gas.
I have the full Zora Magdaros armor. I look badass as shit.
That lady's just running along with a paper bag over her head. Why? die. I just watched this fucking car run over this civilian. Like, a just completely random car, run over a civilian, stop, back up, and take off running.
Sounds about right.
Hit and runs are a real thing.
I am aware of that.
That was fucking amazing.
What does my armor set do? Increases of normal status effect damage when landing critical hits. Defense boost 2. Blast attack. To the rate of blast buildup. Explosives. Attack boost, health boost. Oh, and it increases my weapon sharpness. It's actually kind of neat.
So I just got recently the mod that makes the like whenever you have your retractor grapple active, whenever it hits its minimum length, it fucking explodes.
Yeah.
And it sends out a pulse and just sends whatever's around it flying. And so I'm just like grappling random cars together, and it's fucking funny. They go fucking flying. They're clearing fucking skyscrapers. It's great. The faster they're going, the better it is. Oh my god, that was great. That was a good one. I think no one's driving down this highway anymore. Probably not a bad thing.
I wonder why.
Oop, supercar, that's a good one. I'll do that one. Any other cars? Yeah, fuck it, you're coming back. It didn't explode. Well, I'm just gonna have to attach it to the driver then.
I'm gonna have to capture an Anjanath to get an Inferno sag.
Bye-bye. I get it? I got it!
It's 864, but it's minus 30 infinity, but it's 300 fire. That's 10 affinity. It's a lot more damage. Looks like I'm gonna go for that one. Let me look up what affinity does in Monster Hunter. How to increase affinity Monster Hunter World.
Well, that seems like a fun bike. I want it. Hey, you come back here, you little shit. I want that bike. I know you just saw like 20 other bikes get fucking exploded, but I want that one. Bitch. Oh, that's where that car ended up earlier.
So I have that trap. I need the other trap. But I need more tranks. I can just keep redoing that. Oh, that's how many tries I can do. Special arena. Ranking engine. That's what I need. I need to capture it. Inferno Sack, Monster Hunter Wiki.
Having way too much fun doing stupid shit in this game right now.
I could get it from an Anjanath.
Yo, you can fucking bunny hop bikes at like 90 miles an hour in this game.
Really?
Yeah. Like, you just pull it up into a wheel and then tap the brakes and push it forward and you fucking jump.
Alright. Alright. I'm probably gonna do this Anjanath quest and then I'm probably calling it a night.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be heading to bed here soon. I'm also just goofing off doing stupid shit so I can keep myself entertained long enough to make it to my allotted time.
Alright. Let's see what this thing has for me.
You never lived life until you used a windmill as a merry-go-round. Or the Ferris wheel.
God. High-ranking monsters are scary.
Your face is scary.
We know this already.
Do we?
But once you become accustomed to something, you no longer lose. Or it no longer has its scare factor. Now. Jesus. Come on, Anjanath, die! Mounted him. Damn. Come here, buddy. Damn. Jesus. Come on, big bitch. Yeah. Captured that son of a bitch. Ooh, let's see what I get. Please give me a fucking flame sack or whatever the fuck they're called. Inferno sack, that's what I need. Well, it gave me one. So I just need one more.
I turned a car into a helicopter.
Turned a
It may
car
be-
into a helicopter.
It may be an uncontrollable helicopter, but it's a fucking helicopter.
You go to lengths human beings have not reached yet, and I have an entire bottle of wine that my friend bought me because of the shit I've been dealing with. Man, I love my friend. He's a good friend. That's some good
My
shit.
car is spinning so fast you cannot tell which way it's facing.
Are you inside it?
I'm above the clouds now.
Oh my.
My boosters might have just died.
Are you
I'm
falling?
I'm spinning out of control, but still falling. Like, I'm just barrel rolling towards the ground right now. Oh my god. This is terrifying. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Probably.
Nope. I didn't die. I just went from above the clouds head first into the fucking ground in a car, and it did not even go into like the slightest of damage. Like it's still perfectly drivable.
Is it because it was spinning, you think, that it canceled out the momentum?
Maybe, I don't fucking know. Oh my god, that was fucking insane.
What if the game actually registered it as a helicopter and just registered that as a smooth landing?
Oh my god, that'd be fucking great. Alright. What was this? Was this my... What the fuck? Okay, do you remember earlier when I streamed what the fuck just happened to my character?
Yeah.
I'm about to send you that video.
So good.
If I can find you in my messages. There you are.
All in all, with your new busy work schedule or whatever, how are things?
You mean how are things?
How are things going for you? You liking
Doing
it?
pretty good. I'm fucking loving it, man. This is my fucking dream job.
What'd you say? What'd you say? It's your second day on right now?
It's my second day on the truck. I'm already 2 weeks into the job. But it's my second day actually on the truck.
What did they have you doing for the previous week and a half?
Fucking, like, just normal orientation shit.
Normal
You know,
stuff.
Because, you know, the thing with EMTs is our protocols. We have protocols that tell us what we can and we can't do. So we have our official EMT training, our NREMT, which basically tells us, as an EMT, this is everything you can do. But when you actually start with a company, they can say, well, we don't want you doing this, 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 or this. So your protocols are not to do these things in these situations, you know? You can.
Are there any of them that are really stupid?
Not really. There's a state law that I think is really stupid.
What's that?
You know what Narcan is?
Not off the top of my head.
It's a little thing that you pop, or it's a little, like, atomizer. You pop it in someone's nose. And if they're having a drug overdose from opioids, it reverses the effects of opioids in seconds.
And I'm guessing they don't want you to use it.
Basically, it can bring someone from not breathing and their heart not beating to you pop that in their nose and they're sitting up in 5 seconds. It's an amazing tool for overdoses. As an EMT, I can administer it. In the state of Mississippi, I cannot. The most bullshit part about that is you can buy this shit at a drugstore over the counter. Any person in Mississippi can carry it and administer it except for an EMT.
That's dumb.
Yep, state law, EMTs cannot administer it. Any other person in Mississippi, you can just be some random person walk into a drugstore and grab it, you can fucking do it. Firefighters can do it. Police officers can do it. Paramedics can do it. EMTs cannot do it. And we're fucking trained on how to do it. Because fun fact, if you take one of those little things of Narcan and you shove and you do the whole thing in someone's nose, they're gonna come up, they're gonna hit you, and then they're gonna throw up. Because you're basically taking them from top of the world high to bringing them completely dead sober in 5 seconds. So they're gonna wake up, punch you because you ruined their high, and then they're gonna throw up because it makes them throw up. So you want to do, ideally, you start with a quarter of a dose. And if that doesn't work, you do
Yeah.
another quarter of a dose. And if that doesn't work, then you do the full dose. At that point, you just say, fuck it, pop the full dose. But, now police officers down here, they carry Narcan, but they carry these little, like, quick action packs, which only have a quarter dose in them. So they literally grab it, pop the cap off, pop it in their nose, and just push it. And the other thing is, as an EMT, you don't push Narcan once you have a paramedic on scene. Because a paramedic doesn't want them waking up and fighting them. They're just going to put a tube down their throat and breathe for them.
So I know that thing on TV is bullshit, right? Where they like fucking stick a straw down through someone's fucking neck or for something for them to breathe correctly. Is that like medically accurate, or is that bullshit?
You can do that, yes. It's called a criciotomy. And it's basically, you feel your Adam's apple. Just below your Adam's apple is your cricoid membrane. And it's this little thin membrane between your protection of your throat, your thyroid, or it's your cricothyroid membrane. It's just below your cricoid, which is your actual Adam's apple, which is your protection, and your thyroid, which is below that. And so that little cricothyroid membrane is the thinnest part of your throat, so we'll filter that. I say we because I cannot do it as an EMT, paramedics can. And you make a small little incision and pop a tube in it. And that's basically if someone got their face, like someone got into a fight and they got their ass beat and their teeth and shit in their throat, or their throat is collapsed or something like that, or their face is really fucked up, we would do that instead. That is a legitimate thing we would do. But just someone, hey, I collapsed on the floor from a heart attack? No, I'm not gonna fucking do that. That is a last resort. It's very dangerous. You've got a lot of very big veins and arteries running through there. You know, if you nick one of those fucking arteries or veins, you bleed out in seconds.
Yeah.
So, but yes, we can do that. And when I say shove a tube down someone's throat, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about intubation, which is just, you know, opening your mouth and putting a tube into their lungs.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, you know, like certain things, like, you know, we're allowed to set up intubation kits, like we're allowed to set it up for the paramedic, but we're not actually allowed to do it.
Yeah.
But like with my company, EMTs don't administer medicine at all. Now, normally there's 8 medications I can administer as an EMT. With my company, we don't administer any medications. That's all on the paramedic. Which I don't mind.
Interesting.
Honestly, half the medicines we're supposed to call a doctor for advice before we administer them. Which is basically, you call a doctor and say, hey, I've got a this-year-old or a such-and-such-year-old female or male, this is their pulse, this is their blood pressure, this is their respiratory rate, this is their sugar, this is their condition, I think I need to push this medicine, and the doctor will go, yep, do it. So,
anything that you've kind of learned that's like neat or something recently on the job?
Like, just like, I mean,
Something you hadn't heard of in school or something like that.
we covered a lot in school, but as, as far as like something new goes, not really. I mean, we just part of my orientation was actually my emergency vehicle operators class. Which, if you looked at my Snapchat story, you might have seen it. It was like a week ago.
I don't get on Snapchat.
Okay. I don't have the videos of it anymore. Basically, it was a bunch of really interesting stuff of like, you know, we have to get in an ambulance to go through a slalom, go through it forwards, backwards, have to slam on brakes and stop within a certain amount of time, do an emergency lane change, so doing 35 miles an hour, swerve into the next lane without wrecking the ambulance, you know, shit like that. Someone actually almost flipped an ambulance during our training for that. Because they swerved so hard. Like, well, okay, what happened was, we went through our training of learning basic, like, emergency driving procedures. You're not supposed to hit the brakes and turn at the same time. I'm sure you know that. Almost everyone knows that.
Yeah.
You don't hit the brake and turn at the same time because you're going to slide. Well, here's the thing about ambulances. Ambulances are very top-heavy because of all the lights and wiring above on the top end of them. So if you hit the brakes and turn, you tip. Which
Do a
is why
barrel
we went
rolls.
through and actually practiced this, is because you get the feeling for the spread of the ambulance and you make sure you know not to hit the brakes. Because if you hit the brakes, you're going to roll the ambulance.
Wait,
And
so are you a driver?
I'm emergency vehicle driver certified, which means I can drive emergency vehicles. Yes. But personally, I am not a driver. Yes, I drive the truck. The truck is my responsibility, but I do a lot more than drive. I actually do patient care. It's just, you know, as far as actually transporting to the hospital, I am the one that drives. But I'm not the driver. If you call an EMT a driver, you'll get yelled at.
That's fucking stupid.
Because we do a lot more than drive.
Well, evidently so, like you're all taking care of it. But like, there's gotta be one person who's delegated to driving.
Right. The biggest thing is a lot of people look at us and be like, "Oh, you're an ambulance driver." No, I'm an EMT. Like that's the, like, I actually went to school and had training for my job. I don't just get in a truck and drive. So, which a lot of people assume that's what EMTs do, but it's a lot more. And the knowledge we have to have is fucking insane. Like, in our EMT class, we had 22 people start out. We had 12 people pass the class, which once you pass the class, you can go take your national test, so you can get your actual national certification. And so of the 12 people, or 22 people started, 12 people passed, 7 people out of that passed the national EMT test, and only 3 people passed it on their first try. So, it's a tough course, like, and that's mainly just because all of the knowledge you have to know. We basically we can't diagnose anything because we're just technicians. We can't diagnose anything, but we have to know what we're doing. Because we can't diagnose it, but we have to know what it could be so we can treat it. And it's the strangest little things too. Fun fact: there is I don't know the name of it off the top of my head, but there is a thing where if you get hit in the chest at just the right time, so your full heartbeat lasts, say, an average of 10 seconds, or not 10 seconds, an average of 1 second for one full heartbeat. In that 1 second, you have a tenth of a second where if you get hit in the chest, you will go straight into cardiac arrest. So, yeah. So if your heart's beating 60 times a minute, like most people do sitting down, or like just walking around at a rest, your heart beats 60 times a minute. That's 1 second for every heartbeat. A tenth of that second is a time period where if you get hit in the chest, you'll go straight into cardiac arrest. Your heart will just stop beating. And so we had to know about that because we have to be able to tell like when that kind of happened. So
Yeah.
like it's actually evidently most common in baseball players.
It's common in baseball players? I
Yep.
guess I can kind of see that.
Because the baseball hits them in the chest hard enough. Pitchers typically, actually, the pitcher is the most likely person to have that happen to them.
Ugh.
So
Yeah, no, Shaw got mad at me the other night. I got drunk as shit the night before. Like, my buddy found out that, like, my grandma had a heart attack, and I've been dealing with a lot of shit. And, like, Sean and Josiah had their finals, and then Sean had his sleep fucked up.
Oh yeah.
So then there was all that shit, and then I didn't talk to any of them for like a fucking week because like they were having finals and Sean's sleep schedule was super fucked. So I was upset and I couldn't talk to anyone, and then like I went to try to talk to my family, and my fucking aunt and uncle are fucking dickheads. So like the entire time I'm like, hey, I just want to get out of my house. I'm not feeling it because like I share this house with my grandmother, but like it's literally everything that can go wrong with her right now is going wrong with her. Like she had a heart attack, and then they gave her like a few weeks to recover. They found her passed out in a bathroom, and then they sent her to go get a pacemaker put in. Her blood levels aren't being able to be regulated because she also has a brain tumor. And now they're trying to get the pacemaker and a bunch of shit figured out. But like honestly, it's not looking super great. There's a chance. It's just it's not looking too good. You know what I mean?
yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
And that's yeah. So I went and told my family that like that shit had been bothering me and I'd been having a bad time. And my aunt and uncle, as we're sitting down at the table talking about this shit, switched off of me having a bad time and me dealing with a lot of shit to, oh, fuck you, you're probably just wanting to, or you're probably destroying your fucking grandma's house and shit like that. And I just went, huh? And they're like, and then they're like, you'll never cut it as a teacher. This is my aunt talking to me because I'm a teacher's assistant, which didn't really take anything to get, and I don't think you're good enough with people. And I went, okay. I'm like, but we have teachers who are pedophiles, and like literally we're having pedophile teachers in my local area getting hired on because they're so fucking desperate for teachers.
Yeah.
Like that's how fucked the entire teaching system is. And like I'm so like her to insult me like that and tell me that I'm not even good enough and I'm like pedophiles are getting in, fuck you, you know?
Yeah. The biggest thing about teaching someone about something is you have to be really passionate about it. That's why I end up talking a lot
Exactly,
about
which is
EMS,
why I want to do
is 'cause I'm
which is why I
really
want to do
passionate
history.
about it.
I'm like super passionate about history. I love fucking history. So I'm like, oh, that'll fucking work. And then
No, we got a
it was-
1958 ambulance at work. And it is fucking old school. Like, it's a hearse. Old school.
hearse.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Because we didn't used to have... The original emergency medical service started out in hearses because... before then, it was all... it was just hearses owned by the mortuary, by the morgues that would just go and pick up the dead bodies. You know, if someone died, they died.
Yeah.
You just went and picked them up. If someone had some kind of medical problem, there was nothing that would be done about it in the field. And so eventually someone started the emergency medical services, who rented out from the morgues and would use the hearses at the morgue to go and basically run calls and actually go out and try and save the people rather than just pick up the dead bodies.
Yeah.
Before then, the only time you would, get lucky enough is if there was a doctor around when the person had something happen to them. Or basically, someone would just grab them, put them in their personal car, and take them to a hospital. And so it all started out in hearses. So we do have like an original starting ambulance hearse that we bring out for like special events and cruising the coast and stuff like that. If
And
it's
like
running, because
fundraisers, I'm
apparently it
assuming.
doesn't like to fucking run. Apparently it only run like we can only get it running like 1 month out of the year.
It's fucking ancient.
But it is the oldest ambulance we have, and it's really fucking cool.
I think it's kind of neat that you have hearses. Like it's cool because they have like the fucking station wagons, and stuff, like the first stage vehicles. But then you had like stage coaches, and right between station wagons, you had these. You had the final stage of coaches, and one of those, like, and that's around like rodeo era, etc., etc. One of those was in a fucking McDonald's in Dodge City. That's how fucking southern they were. The McDonald's was like, yeah, we got this old ass stagecoach, and you can eat in it. And I was like, dude, that's dope as fuck. I would literally go to that fucking McDonald's just to eat out of the fucking stagecoach.
Mystery evidence. Let's report back to the ecological research team.
There's a lot of history with the company that I work with. They were one of the first EMS companies to start.
Let's see, and like me wanting to like study history and then be a history teacher, I'm passionate about history, but like, you will learn so much about the world as is, especially like America, from like learning history, that it's super fucking neat.
Yeah.
And like if you learn anything about history, you're sitting there and you're like, oh, that makes sense, and then you'll like correlate things, and then you'll figure shit out. So like someone who's like super knowledgeable about the field might not know how it originates from. And I've always thought that was like really kind of neat. How like you could be like, oh yeah, well you've studied this field for like 4 years, but did you know this? And then they're like, no, I had no fucking clue. Like that's always kind of neat. It's like you have like this special information that no one else has, and you're like, dude, I can fucking tell you that shit. And then like they'll find it interesting, you find it interesting, and you're just all having a good fucking time.
Yeah, that's why I brought up like we have the hearse and how EMS got started. So, like, you like the history, and it's still something I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
Like, that's just one of the really fucking cool things.
Well, see, one thing I like that really kind of pisses my dad off is like, he loves agriculture.
Mm-hmm.
But like, studying history, especially around the Great Depression and stuff, that's like the foundation for like a lot of American agriculture, and how a lot of it got its roots. And like Social Security started, which by the way, Social Security really hasn't been changed much since the beginning, which is why it's such an archaic and stupid fucking system.
Yeah.
So like, you finding out all these things, and you're like, there's a reason people don't like it. And people are having a problem with it, it's because that bitch has never been changed. But like, also like, oh my god, fuck. I'm digging this game now that I have this fucking. I have upgraded armor now and an upgraded sword, and I'm just having a good fucking time.
There's a lot of things that people get really pissed about, like, oh, it's new technology, it shouldn't catch on. Like, do you realize how much shit has advanced over the years? Like, we have fucking cell phones now. Like,
yeah, like,
just
so think about it.
like,
Think about it like this. In terms like this, our parents had them big ass fucking phones, and most of them, and at that time it was rare to even have the ones that you could take with you. You'd have the ones that were stationary at the fucking house.
You know, shit
Like
that
that
I
was a
always thought
thing in
was
like
fucking
L.A.
cool?
and stuff.
The cars.
What?
The cars that had phones. Like those were the first like mobile phones where like people got to have phones in their cars.
Yeah, and like a lot of that was like around like L.A. area, and then like business executives and shit like that.
Yeah.
So like that shit's super neat.
Because those ones always one time they're like, they're like, I can see why flying cars aren't a thing yet because there are people that drive around with their
Like
gas
fucking
gauge on
idiots.
E and just saying, "Oh, I know my car." Like, bitch, you'd be falling out of the sky randomly.
Yeah, I could see that shit happening on like a daily basis, and that would be bad. Although that would be like our new form of natural selection.
Right?
I feel like some people would be more okay with that than others.
Well, see, look, it's actually really funny because I hate stupid people, but I'm in a field where I save stupid people. Like, I'm getting
That
rid
just
of
means you're.
natural selection.
That means you have the power to like, oops, not telling you to do it, but I'm just like, there's one dickhead out there that's definitely abused that.
Other, they're called angels of death.
They're called what?
Angels of death.
Angels of death. Is
Yeah.
that the term for paramedics that sometimes let their patients die?
Well, okay. So it's kind of a, if I remember correctly, angel of death is kind of a wide term. Um, but it's basically anyone from like they believe someone wants to die, and so they help them die. To like they believe that they should know who lives and dies, and so they assist with that because of the field. Now, there's another one that is fucking, I don't remember the exact name for it. If you give me a second, I'll find out. Um,
I'm fucking progressing in fucking Monster Hunter, and Josiah and fucking Steven are gonna be pissed.
fucking hell. I'm trying to like find the actual like psychological name for it.
Of people that like want other people dead?
No, I mean, kind of. This is saying hero syndrome, but I don't think that's exactly what they call it.
Ready to visit ecological research, partner?
Munchausen syndrome. Wait, no,
What is it?
sorry. No, never mind. It's not that. Munchausen syndrome is something else. It doesn't say. It's just saying hero syndrome. So, but there's a. It's basically like first responders and people who. It's like a firefighter would go out and set a fire so that they could respond to it. You know, it's like a police officer or
Kind of
not
like
police
the
officer,
premise of
but like
Dexter.
an EMT or paramedic that would go out and shoot someone and then get their truck and go save them. You know? Like shit like that. It's like the hero complex. Like they want to save someone's life, so they go out and start a situation in which they can save someone's life or be a hero. Munchausen syndrome, if I remember correctly, is the basically like yeah, basically making someone else believe that they are affected, like, but that the other person is affected by a disease that only that one person can take care of them with. So it's making them like severely
Jesus.
dependent on. If you watch the show, I think it's called The
Dexter.
Act on Hulu. It's based on Munchausen syndrome, and it's based on a true story that actually happened. And it's
Damn.
basically like this girl grew up believing that she had cancer, and her mom told her that if she walked, it would get worse. And so she was stuck in a wheelchair. And so, like, she would always be in a wheelchair. And so her mom would get disability and, like, started up, like, a GoFundMe and shit so that her mom could get the money for it. And, like, manipulated her. Like, she kept, like, odding out her birthdays. So it was like, she believed she was, like, 16 or 17, but she was actually, like, 20.
Jesus.
And when everyone actually found out how old she was, and like she found out how old she was, her mom tricked her into signing a power of attorney, which basically like gave her mom full control over her life.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked up show. Basically, I don't know. If you plan on watching, I won't spoil it for you. But like the end of it's pretty fucking intense. But yeah,
Sounds like it.
it's pretty fucking cool.
Did you ever watch those like fucking crazy stories about like serial killers or like people getting kidnapped or like break-ins that happen in people's houses? I remember like
Sign up for the
there were a lot of
quest.
those.
Time to hunt monster
I mean, I watch Criminal Minds a lot, but I don't have actual
Criminal
TV. Like,
Minds.
I have Netflix
You know,
TV, and
Criminal
that's it.
Minds is like actually ending, right?
Do you watch Supernatural?
Supernatural.
Yeah, it's a show based on like.
Oh
you know,
yeah. Oh, I've seen bits and pieces of it, and I've watched an
Yeah.
episode or two. But like, I have this thing, and I think this reflects like my whole viewpoint on like society is like, and this is gonna be wide, so give me a few minutes to explain this. Basically, it's kind of like Fortnite mentality, where everyone's like, oh yeah, since everybody loves it, that must mean it's good. And I'm like the exact opposite, where I'm like, if everybody fucking loves it, I don't want to fucking watch it because I have to hear everyone fucking brag about it, and they sound fucking stupid to me, and I don't want to join them. So basically, what has happened is Game of Thrones, I can never watch. One, because I know it differs from the books, because the books aren't even done yet, and they've literally just ended the entire series. And now they're doing a prequel series, and it's basically just a cash grab. And, like, basically the fans loved it up until this last series, which skips ahead past the books, and, like, it is cause shit. And, like, that bothers me as an individual, but fuck that. Fortnite has done amazing things for, like, the game industry to get it noticed. Like, those assholes who bullied you in high school for fucking playing video games, those motherfuckers play Fortnite. I can guarantee it.
Yeah.
But that pisses me off, because if everyone fucking plays it, then, like, oh, great, it's finally might end the whole, like, oh, you play video games, you're a nerd thing. But, like, having to deal with that as a kid and seeing those fucking bullies fucking now bragging about Fortnite dubs and shit, you're like, fuck you, you hypocritic piece of shit. And it's kind of like the same with Supernatural. Like, my friend Ryan was into it, his brother was into it, and another thing is just like the main characters are attractive, so there's an entire audience of females who just likes the show because the dudes are hot.
Yeah. And see,
And
I'll
I'm
be
just
honest,
like,
whenever
no,
I first started
no.
watching Supernatural, I had no idea that it was popular. Like, I thought I found some like random off the wall show that no one watched.
If I had watched it when it was popular, before it got popular, or when it was just starting out, I probably could have ignored it. But the fact is I can't hop in now knowing everyone's fucking watched it and all this other
Right.
shit. But I will say I have made exceptions to that. Like I've gone and watched The Flash. I can't watch The Arrow. That one's too fucking overdone.
I will say, like, in certain things, like, I get this little weird mentality of, like, I'll hear a couple people say it's absolutely trash, or, like, I'll hear a few things about bad things about a show and I won't watch it. And then sometimes I'll go in, like, after, like, forever of not watching the show, I'll break down and watch a little bit of it, and then I'll actually end up enjoying it. And so, like, I'm honestly
another thing
about
is
to
like
sit down and start
if
watching Game of Thrones because I've told myself it's a horrible show and that I'd never watch it because that's what I've heard. But I'm actually about to sit down and watch some of it to actually form my own opinion of it.
And another thing is like I'm gonna fucking do this quest. Fuck it. I'm gonna stay up and talk about this shit. But basically, what has happened is like there's another thing where I do. If everybody talks about something negative, I'll go watch that motherfucker to see if everyone's a fucking idiot or if maybe everyone's right. Because the problem is human beings are social creatures. So if one person does something, the next people follow. And I'm antisocial, so I don't have that functionality. But, like, if I go out and watch a movie and everyone's like, that movie fucking sucks, I'll go watch the fucking movie, and most of the time I'll fucking enjoy it. Because most people are fucking stupid, and if one person says it's bad, everyone's gonna say it's bad.
Yeah.
Which is why, like, really good movies have gotten fucked. And, like, one thing I hated, and this is one thing that most people might not agree with, the new fucking Sonic movie. Okay, I didn't like his teeth, I'll admit that. But like, I didn't truly think, and this is coming from a hardcore Sonic fan, I didn't think Sonic looked all that bad. I think they got the voice acting right, they got the sounds right, they got the ball deal right. His face is a little off-putting, but I did feel like trying to mix real life and CGI can sometimes back you into a corner, so I was forgiving, you know what I mean? I wasn't one of those people who's like, fuck that, this was fucked. But I was also excited for Jim Carrey.
I've not seen it. I did not know Jim Carrey was in it.
No, wait.
Yeah,
But
he's Eggman.
I am totally going to try and watch it whenever it hits, like, Netflix or Hulu or something, because that's really all I can afford to do at the moment. But yeah, anyway, so the whole thing is started all the Supernatural, they're ending it.
Oh, it's not over yet?
No, the season is, but the series, next season, season 15 is the end of it.
That's a subspecies of rabbit.
And
Because there hasn't been any reports of them.
it's not like it's like it lost ratings or shit like that. It literally just because the cast went up to the producers and was like, look, we can tell it's getting a little thin, like we're stretching it out, like we've already overstayed it. The show's lasted 10 years longer than it's supposed to. And so it was supposed to, when the original writer wrote it, he wrote up to season 5 and said that's the end of it. Season 5. And other writers continued it. After season 5, it's written by different people. And so, yeah, because, like I said, the original writer wanted it to end at 5 seasons, but it was such a hit show that they refused to end it at 5 seasons. So they switched writers. And
it's kind of like The Arrow. The Arrow has gone on way longer than they intended it to, and like it did span like the universe. So it's kind of like Marvel and DC. Marvel's gotten their like movie universe off the fucking ground, but they can't get their fucking Netflix adaptions off the fucking ground.
Yeah.
But DC can get their fucking Netflix adaptions off the ground, which is funny. So like The Arrow's what started it all, but also it kind of fucking sucks because they've gone on for fucking way too long and people are fucking tired of it.
Right, and see, that's where Supernatural's trying not to hit. So it's like everyone's still enjoying it. Like, I'm watching season 14 right now because it's on Netflix, and it's really fucking good.
And
because I'll admit, Supernatural had some very shitty seasons, and particularly, it was either 6 and 7 or 7 and 8 were shitty seasons. Like, they were still good, but, like...
It's weird that you're describing seasons that aren't close to the end, but seasons that are in the middle.
Well, if you think about it, it was right after they switched writers.
Okay.
That's when they had their their two shitty seasons. Was right after they switched their writers, and then they got their groove back on. And basically, they tried to go into the storyline, but there wasn't much into it to go into, and so they just tried to drag it out. And it was really fucking annoying. And it just seemed like every episode was the exact fucking same, them doing the same little bullshit and losing, and it was just fucking repetitive and annoying. Season 14 now is really interesting. Like, they just killed one of Lucifer's kid just killed the Archangel Michael and consumed his wrist. Like,
Okay, now explain that in a way that I can understand it.
Lucifer's kid killed the Archangel Michael.
To get
In
his
this show-
grace. What the fuck can he do with grace?
Grace is what makes an angel an angel.
So wait, so does
I
that
have
make
to
him
go
an
a little
angel?
bit. It's Lucifer's fucking kids. So Lucifer got out of the cage of hell, found a vessel, fucked a woman, and got her pregnant and had a kid. He's a
Okay.
Nephilim. He's half human, half angel. And Nephilims are twice as strong as the angel that had them.
But he fucked a human.
Right.
So when he got the grace, now he's a Nephilim?
No. He was already a Nephilim. But see, Lucifer lost his grace because someone stole it. And so Lucifer stole his son's grace, so he was just human at that point. And so he, being human, killed the Archangel Michael and stole his grace, so now he has grace back. So now he's the strongest person in play. Because God's not around. God fucking disappeared.
Wise.
Because
This
basically,
pisses some Christians off, but that sounds just like God, but continue.
God disappeared for a while, and then all of a sudden, like, God's sister popped up and started raising hell on earth, and so God came back.
God's
was gonna have this
sister.
whole fight with his sister, but then they made up, and now
If you
they
like
took
that
off
show,
together,
I recommend Lucifer the show.
Yeah, I want to watch it. I haven't yet. I'm going to. But yeah, it's God's
It's
sister.
fucking amazing.
Because, like,
And if you like
think about it,
Supernatural, you'll like Lucifer.
God is the light, so his sister would be the dark.
Yeah, sure, that makes
But
sense, whatever.
in reality, kind of like the yin and yang thing. In reality, his sister was not that bad of a person. She was just pissed off at her brother because her brother locked her away.
Oh, God did something
Yeah,
bad? Shocker.
God locked away his sister because she kept trying to destroy his world because she didn't want him playing God. She wanted him, like, she didn't like the fact that he was building worlds to worship him, and so she was trying to destroy the worlds. And so he locked her away because he wanted to be worshipped by everyone on Earth.
Really painting him in a shitty picture.
And, well, I mean,
Dig it.
if you think about it, it's kind of, like, it's starting to, like, if you look at actually what's going on in life, so basically, yeah, whenever she got out, got pissed off, and was just, like, raising hell and doing all kinds of things on Earth to try and get his attention so he would come out of hiding so that she could basically fight with him. Because she wanted to kill him.
Okay.
So, it was just one of those, like, weird little things, and then they ended up making up, and now they took off on some, like, sabbatical or some shit, and so they're not around. But, see, then this is where, like, shit started getting into the weird wide spectrum of basically,
You're already hitting weird wide spectrum, but continue.
the Jack, Lucifer's son, the Nephilim, fucking, whenever he was born, it ripped a tear in space and time. And ripped a tear, like, basically, there's like a multiverse now. So there's multiple universes, like multiple timelines where shit goes differently, and he ripped a tear into those different timelines. And so they had already
he was
killed,
born?
they killed the original, yeah, because he was born, because he was that powerful when he was born. So they ripped, like, they had originally killed Michael the Archangel and had Lucifer locked away in the cage, but the Michael from the other world came into this world and freed Lucifer because he wanted to fight his brother like was supposed to happen in the apocalypse. But in the main storyline in like season 5, they had stopped the apocalypse in this world. And so in the other world, basically, they didn't stop the apocalypse, and so things went to hell. And so the other Michael from the other world was coming over to this world to do it. And that's when the whole fucking shit went down with all that, and then now he's dead. Now Michael's dead, and Jack's back, and Lucifer is supposedly dead. But there have been subtle hints about him coming back. But they explore all kinds of different things, so it's not like just a God, angels, demons, hell storyline. Like, they have, you know, the pagan gods, the Greek gods, the demigods, the Norse gods, and shit like that in the storyline as well.
Yeah.
And so, like, basically they touch on a little bit of everything from every lore and every religion and, like, every story, agent story.
Oh, so it's like High
monsters out
School
there.
DxD without titties.
I've never watched it, but I mean, I guess. But, like, they just
You're
kind of touch on
describing the
all
same
kinds
thing.
of lore and bring it all in together. And so it's really interesting. Because there's a lot of, honestly, they go into a lot of history-ish there, as far as, like, the lore goes. Like, the mythical creature lore, they go into a lot of.
Yeah.
But it's pretty interesting. I mean, like I said, whenever I found it at like season 6, and I didn't think anyone else had watched it. So it was just
Oh no,
something that I found out. I was like,
it
oh, shit,
had
that's cool.
it had a
And
big
then I found
fan
out
base.
that it's got a fucking huge fan base.
Yeah, no. And most of them
basically,
are
like,
horny prepubescent girls.
Because all this is already happening, the cast kind of looked at it and said, after this storyline, where are we gonna go next? Like, there's really nowhere else for us to go without, like, stretching it out really thin. Like, hell, they've already touched on purgatory.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
I mean, I think once you pass the 10th season to any show,
Yeah.
basically your next 5 seasons are just borrowed time. So if you get to season 15, good. Stop at season fucking 15 because I think
And
the
so-
Arrow got to like season. I don't know what season the Arrow got to, but like they overdid so much fucking shit, and like their episodes are a fucking hour long. So like
Yeah.
even then, that shit's steeping. But like if it's a casual show, it can last a lot longer. And see, the thing is like my favorite show right now is Lucifer, and Netflix bought it because they canceled the show. So Netflix is like, fuck it, we're continuing it because the actor who plays Lucifer, fucking amazing. He plays
I've
that
seen
role
scenes from it, and it
fantastic.
seems really fucking
It
funny.
is fucking hilarious and might be one of the best things I've ever watched, like ever.
Like,
I even showed my overly
scene-
religious family like the show, and they're like, "Wow, that looks like a really good show," and I'm like, "It fucking is."
the scene that I saw was, like, there was the guy in, like, Las Vegas, like, out there going, you know, oh, the end is nigh, and shit like this, and Lucifer walked up to him and was just like, sooner than you think, buddy, and, like, freaked him the fuck out with shit, and made him, like,
Oh no,
scream running.
the creepy dude preaching on the fucking
Because the guy, like, immediately, like, when we pulled him off to the side, he was like, come on, man, it's just an act. So if you don't have money,
Yeah, he
you're
tells
wasting
just
my
that,
time
and he
so
shows
that-
him his face, and he starts running away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude's fucking funny. He comes back like 2 or 3 times in the show. Like the characters in that have a lot more meaning, but like it's also like a detective-based show. So like it's like casual Lucifer's life and how he blends that in and uses the power he's gained as like a fucking individual who like owns a nightclub and other shit. Like he's fucking funny and like all of it's just fucking amazing. Like it's a good fucking time, and I think the actor for that is fucking phenomenal. He he just does a good job. But it's also like a fucking
Yeah.
buddy cop show with him and the girl, and there's like a little bit of love interest. So it's casual, even though there's serious fucking plots. They could do a million serious plots. Half of the story is just him being interested in humanity, and then watching how he blends with the human style while coping with the fact that he's no longer living in hell. And like it's an interesting aspect that they can actually keep going, and the actors are so fucking good. Like I've seen bits of Supernatural and I'm like, well, the actors are decent, but like this I'm like, fucking
Yeah,
hell.
there are times where I'm just like, the acting there could have been a little better, but
It's a small combination of
there's a lot of like scenes in Supernatural that I find funny because I watch a lot of the like behind the scenes shit, and like I do follow the two main actors' social media, so they post a lot of stuff like, hey, fun fact, in this scene it was actually this that happened,
Admiral.
and so
He returns.
like one of the scenes that I found really fucking funny turned out to happen by complete accident. So basically, like, they got locked in a bunker, and so they were trying to break out, so they found the finished portion of the wall, which was like 18-inch concrete, reinforced concrete. And so Dean, one of the main actors, grabs the sledgehammer, runs up to the wall and slams it into the wall, and chips of concrete fly into his eyes, and he immediately like grabs his eyes, turns around and yells, "I need goggles!" and runs off. And that was a complete accident because they actually set up the wall and he hit it, and that was an actual thing that happened, and they just kept the scene in to explain why he needed goggles.
It's like there's this energy.
And it was fucking funny, and it just happened by complete accident.
Wasn't just me then. I'll wager they
Like, it's just like little shit like that makes me like laugh, and it's cool to find out about the show. Like, there are a couple scenes in, and it's a lot of different movies too. Like, there are a couple different scenes where it's just like shit happens and it wasn't really meant to. Shit like that is funny to me, and like seeing it actually make it to the movie. Like in the first Avengers movie, you know how the first Avengers movie ends, and all of a sudden,
Oh, with the
Tony
shawarma?
Stark, yeah, the shawarma thing.
Yeah.
The shawarma thing was completely off script.
Oh yeah, Robert Downey Jr. is fucking an amazing actor, and like a lot of his shit is just like throwaways. It's kind of like him and Ryan Reynolds, because like I think most of the original Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds just came up with shit on the spot.
Well, that was actually like the Avengers thing was actually he thought the scene was over, but it wasn't. So he started making that joke because he thought the scene was over, and then Thor looked at him and was like, "It's not over," and then they continued to play out like over the little bit left in that scene, and so
Yeah.
it's like I found that really cool to find out. Fun fact: if you like Jim Carrey, 90% of Jim Carrey's movies are completely improv. Like, it's just him being him.
Huh.
Like 90% of his lines are just shit he comes up with on the spot. And like, imagine like being that good of a fucking actor and just being able to like have someone come up to you and be like, "Hey, here's the brief profile of your character. Let's film it." Well, it's almost 6 in the fucking morning. This is about the time I'd be
Yeah.
getting home anyway. So, sun's rising. I'm gonna go ahead and get to bed. From fucking
Alright.
sundown to
Later, buddy.
sun up, that's my shit. Wait a minute.
Alright. Later, bud. Alright, so I've got these deliveries. Deliveries. Left. Great Gyros. Hood. Torrent sack. I'm assuming is in the water, fucker. Grand Gaiju Whisker. I think I'm at a good stopping point. I've made a fuck ton of progress.
New products in stock.
Need another power charm. It is 36,000. I'm just a little short. What the fuck? Oh, he's sending me more of those fucking videos. I'll look at those in a bit. Alright, what else can I sell? Okay. Power charm. Alright, there we go. Um,
Oh wow, my attack is gone up some more. I think. Um. All right. Well, I've got all these fucking things. Ah. All right. Well, now I can start gaining money and then helping Josiah and fucking Steven get to where I'm at. I've got the Zor Magdaros armor. I've got the Flaminzal +1. Zor Magdaros gives me that little bonus sharp dill. Then I've got these little side missions to like get passive upgrades or items for specific hunts, which would be nice. Yeah. Maybe I should visit the Everstream before I call it. Just do like a quick little side mission there to see what that's all about. You know what? I think I'll do that. I want to see, because if I unlocked a new area, that'd be nice. I don't think it's like the end to this. It shouldn't be. Yeah, it's an expedition. So, yep, it's just an expedition to here. So I'm sure it'll be nice. And then I'll probably call it after I finish this little adventure and figure out what's all here. It might have me hunt something, but sure it won't be so bad. Although I probably should have set it on like normal and not like higher up. I might get fucked. Ugh. My Palico has fucking Basil Geist armor, so he's pretty set too. So I guess now the only thing I really can do is just farm a bunch of monsters.
You made it. On time, too. I like that.
Hey, isn't that... That's where we led Zora Magdaros out to sea.
Exactly. Come on, follow me. Wait, I never introduced myself, did I? I'm the Admiral, the Commission's top dog. Of course, I leave the day-to-day stuff to the Commander. I'm not much for being tied down, see? Anyway, I was chasing down this monster when I stumbled upon this place I'm about to show you.
There's a Final Fantasy mission, there's a Witcher 3 mission, and there's a few other like tie-ins, which I'm sure beating this and then getting to that will be nice.
Vanished into the sea. Nergigante disappeared too. So I decided to track it down, and this is where it led me. A gap in the earth that was probably wrenched open by Zora.
Did you find Nergigante?
I expect to, and not far ahead. Yeah.
That wasn't anything that was on there. But okay. Man, my guy looks cool as shit. And I'm really getting back into Monster Hunter. I'm loving it. All the while I've got Doom, and then Overwatch is nice. You missed about an hour of me just getting really pissed off. We were just playing a lot of games with Widows. They were just one-shotting the fuck out of me, and I was getting tired of it.
You can feel it in your bones, right? Something is a-stirring.
That's because the Everstream is just pulsing with incredible amounts of energy. All those crazy tough monsters you tangled with, they must have come from deeper within.
Why? What's here?
You'll see. Zora riled something up when it visited the New World. Something that runs deep. Got us to come to the New World. Nergigante, too.
I had never really played much of the older Monster Hunters. I think I have like Monster Hunter 4
Get ready.
or 3 that I've played. And I didn't like it just because, like, I don't know. I think like the pacing and stuff's a little different in the original ones. This one I feel like is way better.
We're almost there.
Oh look, cobwebs. So what the fuck's up here? Whoa. Oh no. I feel like I definitely gotta fight something because she looks happy and excited, and every time she does that shit, I have to fight something.
There's so many of these crystals in here, you're likely to trip on them.
Some of them are huge. How do they form?
Beats the heck out of me, but I'll tell you what. This place is sizzling with bioenergy. And that means the monsters around here are tougher than Nova crystals.
Admiral, there's something that's been bothering me.
Which is?
Why would Zora Magdaros tunneling in here instead of simply dying in the Vale? Was something here luring it in?
Who knows, kid? But we do have one clue. Nergigante.
You're right. Nergigante and Zora Magdaros.
You can tell that this was originally made for Japanese. So, like, the dubs are kind of shitty.
And not just him, either. Fact is, loads of powerful monsters have holed themselves up in here. We need to track them one by one. And maybe we might just find a pattern.
Right.
Of course I'm right. Now get ready. You ready?
Yep. Find Nergigante by gathering its tracks.
It all makes
So,
sense now. Get those legs moving. You've got monster hunting to do.
the fuck are these? Old footprints. Something's down this way. Barrel deposit. Missile barrel.
Boy, this heat is something else. Use a cool drink to stave off that heat.
This place is fucking huge, but I don't see any other monsters. Oh shit. Is it swimming in the lava? Why would you go down to touch it? It's a water thing, but it's lava instead of water.
Jesus. Ow. Ooh, man, those ancient potions are nice. Damn. Come on. Yeah, I got the cat's help. Jesus Christ. How much health do you have, asshole? Get back here.
Jesus. What the fuck? Don't fucking shoot me. Alright, good. Come on, stay dead. Doesn't look super damaged to me. Oh, I mounted him. Come on. What the fuck?
There! Nergigante's trail!
Ah, fuck. Come on. Either just die or don't. At this point, I don't fucking care. Fuck me. Alright. At least I'm on an expedition that really can't fail. I need more health items, that's a definite. Alright. Back to it, I guess. Shit. Alright, fuck it. Says he's almost fucking dead. I'm gonna put down the shock trap. Maybe. Fucking hopefully. Damn it, he gets over it too fast. Oh wait, captured. Shit. Fuck yeah. Now I can go look for other monsters and the fucking big bitch. What time is it? It's 6:20 in the morning. But I don't want to go back to this motherfucker. Guess I need to go back up top, because this was down bottom and I ran through basically everything. So there's a lava guy running around down here.
Alright. Old rut. Fuck you, assholes. It's gotta be big or fat if it's making all these goddamn divots. Fuchsium and Dreamcore ore. Those are rare. Is it one of them spinny guys but a different version? Because I could believe that. I think it is. Yeah, oh, but it's hard stone. It's not spiked. Oh, and he drops explosions. So he's like the basil guy. And the spinny guy became one. Perfect timing. I wonder if this shit's breakable.
Nergigante has been here. We're on the right track.
Jesus. This guy is definitely more vicious than his other counterpart. Certainly packs a lot more of a wallop. Getting used to him, I'm at least gonna die once or twice fighting one of them. Yeah, I get it. How the fuck? I need to sharpen this. Eat a meal. I don't know what these old footprints are. Oh, god damn it. I guess he got fucked up by the Devil Row who did most of the job for me. Oh damn, I cut off his tail. At least get his materials from his tail. So the Devil Row was the one with the old footprints. Oh shit, the Devil Row's back. Damn, 500 damage? Ouch. Jesus. And I'm stunned. Well, if you're gonna fucking fight each other, fight each other. Don't bring me into the middle of this shit. So go fight him. Guess I'll have to keep fighting you dickhead. Alright. Jesus. Jesus. Well, he's running the fuck away. And the Devil Row is heading this way. Love how that's his music. Really? Come on. Damn it. Somehow it's fucking enraged. Ugh. And it was near death, but... maybe I am reading too much into the heartbeats. Oh, that's put me to sleep. He can't even do a full roll now. Hmm. Going through health items. God knows what. Oh wow, it's dead. This isn't all the monsters? How many other fucking monsters are here? Oh, I see. He's gonna eat him. Oh no.
Your elemental and abnormal status attacks are having no effect. I think you've got dragon blood.
That thing is fucking me up. Oh, this Dragon Blade shit. I'm fucked. Come the fuck on. Motherfucker's determined. Yeah, that thing's a little out of my league. I can probably kill it by itself, but I've exhausted most of my resources fighting everything else.
Nergigante doing here? Well, what matters is we're hot on its tail.
It says it wants me to cite all monsters. Is Nergigante one of them? Or is this the monster? It's basically a big blue Jagras that burps fire.
Did you find it? Then let's head back to Astera.
Looks like you've been hit with blast blight. You better do something before you get blown to smithereens.
Blast blight? What does that mean? It explode? Got a funny looking face. But you can blow it up. Oh, that's neat. Oh no. Is it? Don't tell me it's... Yep. Oh look, a Basil guy. Basil, help me fight the Devil Row. Oh wow, it's fucking up the Basil guys. All the Basil guys fucked it up back. Just watching this majestic fight in the background while I'm killing Tubby over here. Jesus. Oh my god. Motherfucking dragon blight cunt. Alright, well, fuck it. I'm gonna get some more healing items. Hopefully. Alright. Now I'm gonna eat another meal. And now I'm gonna go fight this thing again. After I capture this, I'm probably gonna return to Astera and then see what happens. Oh wow, is he just really up ahead? Thank you, Bug, for taking the hit. I think he's hurt, but damn. Oh wow, it's just dead. Okay. All right.
Sweet. Oh, now I know what that area is like. Also, it's fucking 7 in the morning. Fuck. Or cool, one of them in an inferno sack. I'm guessing it was the firefish.
Listen to me.
Elder dragons are showing up all over the region.
You can do this.
I think we have enough data on Nergigante now. Want to report to ecological research?
Oh, wait a second.
Good to see you. Good luck.
What are they doing? Significant news. Predators and their prey. It's a natural occurrence in the world. First fleet landed in the New World, but not a day goes by where we don't feel the ripple of its effects. It's one dreadful creature whose sole purpose is to destroy the very foundation of the food chain itself.
Huh?
Devil Rule. The World Eater.
Okay. Give it everything you've got.
Hey!
So, hunting Devil Rose will give me a tool. It's been spotted in the New World and it's threatening the local ecosystem. In every high rank locale and 6 or 7 star optional quest, you may find Devil Rose tracks that will help in your investigation, or you may run into the beast itself. Research points, talk to the who will issue a special assignment. So now the Devil Rose is going to show up.
Hey! Alrighty then.
So since I already fought the Devil Row and fucked it up enough and gathered enough tracks, I already got the assignment for it.
More importantly,
So keep on the eye. Keep on the eye. Keep on the lookout for Elder Dragons. Devil Rose. Devil Rose will be random. Basil Geises are kind of an iffy thing too.
All right.
your gear holding up?
What is the Rathalos extra set really? Yeah, the Rathalos extra set's better than the fucking Zora. The Basil Geist is actually up there pretty good too. The Urigan has some pretty 60, 60, 60, 60, 60. Um, hmm. Interesting. Oh wait, I can see if I can. Alright, maybe I found pieces for what'll upgrade my Flaminsaw again. Maybe it's just rare ass parts. I don't know. Saving data. Let me make sure I grabbed all my shit from the dill, and then I'll probably save it again and exit.
Hey.
Ivy instead of sleep herb. Alright. And now Gunpowder fish scale. Gunpowder fish scale. Can I buy gunpowder fish scale?
How are you today?
Oh, there it is. So apparently I can buy bait for them. I think you can fish, so that would make sense. So I'm super resistant to fire, shitty against water and dragons. Ice. My defense is 261. My attack is 950. My hunter rank is 13. And special arena. I don't know what high level Diablos gives. I wonder if it's worth a shit. Alright, well that's me pretty much figuring out this game some more. Getting a little bit further, my character looks nice, my side character looks pretty nice. I've got to carry up my friends alongside me, so that way we can get to where we'll be ready for the new expansion. And I think I'm going to call it.